We talked about that yesterday. Good. I tell you what's good. That was better than good.
Right.
That was unexpected.
Man.
That was entertaining. I loved it.
Yeah. That's good television. That's ready as well.
Right. Took the shirt off.
Goodness. Great shot. I dare you. Ah, great shot.
Alright, bet.
What we waiting on? Jesus?
Yeah, I don't know.
Ah! Yeah! Yeah!
You could go away, it's crazy.
Right.
Whooping that nigga.
Hey! There you go. Hey! Yeah! Me and Gramps coming to y'all live. We ready for the doubles tournament. Yeah. When we do doubles, we gotta wear matching outfits. Crocs. Your shit don't look like that, you ain't worth it. Huh?
Lyrics to the song.
It's been a while since I've seen you walk around and just smile for that long. You just walking around smiling.
That's what I do when I'm around my grandkids.
That's hilarious. Man.
This shit is so dope because, like, you're a generation that y'all generation didn't have a bunch of the younger guys with infrastructure. You
Not
feel
at
me?
all.
So,
Didn't exist.
right? It
Didn't
didn't
exist.
exist. So
Didn't
like
exist.
this shit for him, like he came in cheesing,
Yeah.
right? Because it's like this is even my dad. Like this is
Yeah.
the first time ever them experiencing a compound, and it's a young black nigga
Yeah.
in that motherfucker. You know,
Come
like
on.
I've never seen it in my life.
Brick by brick. Thought by thought. Idea by one man. You know, I can't imagine the energy and the nights you stayed up because your ideas can't sleep. And they come out and then you know, this is the result. That's why when you say let's go, come on man, what you need? Because you're gonna need some more energy because stuff is coming out. You know, you're gonna need what you need. So it's rare. So it's rare to be, you know.
Right? You really gotta cultivate that shit.
Yeah. Then you gotta have the right folks around you to
Wow.
so your creative instincts can flow naturally without resistance, without conflict. Man, yeah. I'm saying it. You won't see me do it because I haven't started yet. But one day, my life might change like your backhand.
And
One day you might say, "Whoa!"
I feel it coming. I feel it coming. And
Yeah,
I'm waiting
yeah.
on
Because
it. I feel it coming.
you know, when you call me, I press through. I say, "Well, let me make time right now," because you know. We might not have time next week, week after. Let's do it.
Man, I was
Right
telling
now.
Splash the other day that I was super proud of you because from when we first started playing tennis till now, you already feel like a completely different being. Like you're lighter. And you were already really like coming in, but you know when you get embraced for being light,
Yeah.
it just makes you can't stop shining because
be
you
yourself.
know
You get to, that's that self.
man, right?
That's that free
It
self.
is so dope to see you doing that at 60.
At
Because
67
like
of
I've been
finding my
I've
free
been
self.
fighting to get that out my dad for so long, you know, where it's like, nigga, just be
Your
you
free
know?
self.
Man.
Without obligations or duty. It's hard because we so used to focusing on what others need, you know, and then we forget self gets sit over here. So you just go on. But that ain't fair. You look up and you're old and you giving and giving and giving, and yourself, the tennis that you used to love to play, you didn't play for 20 years. I actually did that. I lived through that.
Man.
I live, and that's the grace, man. That's the Creator's grace. That when I picked up my racket again, I actually had my legs.
You know what I experienced? Like
I was able to do it.
when I'm not playing tennis, my life don't feel as good. So to do that for 20 years is deadly. Like that's self-inflicted.
Where did I find my balance? Where was the balance? Where was the balance? You know, where was it? You know, it was. I don't know where it was. I followed him around. You know, playing ball, coaching. I coached, and did some things to keep me busy, but there wasn't that self. Self was left out. Should never be in one's
things
life.
that keep you busy and things you love is two different things.
Ooh.
A lot of things can keep you busy, but that ain't the same fulfillment. You know? Like,
and then what were we here for?
Right. What
are we here for? You know,
to be busy.
To be busy doing the things that we love to do, though. You know? That's what we should be doing.
Right?
Busy doing the things we love to do.
Right? No matter what, while you're here, you have to work. So you can either work on something you love or work on something you hate, but you have to work. You don't get to skip that part. The only thing you get to determine is whether you love the work you do or you hate it. And that's going to determine if you're busy or you live it.
True. That's true. It's that
Man, I'm so glad you found your way back, cause like, imagine.
I was just thinking to myself, the other day I had a ruptured Achilles tendon. I had a hip bursitis. I'm just moving up the body. I got 3 pins in my shoulder from a rotator cuff surgery, right? I'm still serving the ball. I hit it pretty hard.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And all of those little things, they never stopped me from wanting to get up and go, get healed, go back, So that's love.
You love it.
Yeah.
You love it.
You gotta show Tope that clip.
Right.
He got a
Yeah.
rotator
Because when you
cuff
love
still
it, nothing
going out.
can keep you from it.
Nothing.
Nothing.
No.
And Tope love hooping, but he allows it. Man, yeah, you gotta love it. That's the only thing that's the only thing that won't stop you. Because if you don't love it, everything is a blockade. And you're willing to turn around and go home for any little thing.
Oh, it's raining today.
Man.
I'm sore.
I really.
Every inconvenience is a reason not to go when you don't love it.
And it's good if you bump into somebody. You always say good work, bump into somebody who's willing to put in some work, boom, you can work out together. Yeah, it's gonna hurt, but you hurt too. We hurt. Okay, let's be hurt happy.
Right.
Let's go
And
home.
that work really. It's like earlier, I didn't want to play with you, then I wouldn't. I was explaining, I was telling her, I don't really want to play if you're not going to play. Because the type of work that I be needing to get free of what I'm, dealing with, after me and you go back and forth, I can't take nothing home. You leave, you get it, but if you don't get that out
you got to sweat it out. You got to run it out, and
right.
Sweat it out. And man, but you're fair, because when he plays with somebody that's at a lower level, he has to play down to kind of, but then when we get on the court, it's cranked up a little bit.
You can tell.
So yeah, and it's good that you set aside some time to hit with him and stuff, because otherwise you got to do that. When I played back in the day, we had what we called the old folks we were at Kennedy Park in Richmond on McDonald. I think it was right on McDonald. And the old folks, Ted and Martha, they were old gray-haired folks about my age now, and they played slow, and you couldn't hit the ball hard at them. And back then, man, I was, in my 30s, and I'm like, man, we on our toes ready to drill the ball. But when you played with the old folks, you had to be nice, and they respected you for it, Not like you do me out there. Not like, did you witness that today, T? You saw it.
Yeah.
You said they just passed that bill.
They passed the bill.
video.
The seniors abuse law. State of California.
That's the reason why you can go and they can't.
I gotta go.
They needed y'all to play nice with them because that was the only way they was gonna be able to play. You can go.
I go.
So it'd be a disservice of me to not send it if you can go.
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 And it makes me better because I gotta keep it turned
We
up.
both have to keep getting
I gotta
better.
keep it turned up. You never know.
Man, one time we was playing and he kept hitting it to the backhand side, and it was making me so mad because I couldn't hit the damn backhand, and it was just making me. I was frustrated, But that makes you have to get better. It's like, well, if you don't get it, you just gonna be upset. And he kept going to that side. You feel me? You really have to get better.
Feed them. Eat these. Now you eating them up. You turning it. You hitting it up the line. That was crazy. I still don't believe what happened today. I can't wait till we get out on the court the next time to test that again. We're gonna put that under a microscope and see what that really is, right? Wow, that thing was looking good, man. It was looking good. Yeah. Look at this camera. He had fun with his camera. You just got the camera
love
and a
my
big,
camera.
big ass grin on your face.
Oh,
Turn the
God.
camera around. Let the people see that damn grin on your face.
That's how you should feel. That's how I feel when you're doing some shit you love.
Oh, God.
If it's ever a point you behind that camera and you don't feel like that,
Ooh.
get from behind that camera.
Ooh.
Get from behind that camera. You gonna fuck my shit up.
Ooh.
Like for real. That it's
Ooh.
supposed to feel like in everything. It's sprinting.
Yo.
Like you have, if it ain't using all of you, you ain't doing nothing.
Right, bro.
If you ain't using all of you,
Just think if I had to play tennis with him as much as y'all be around, and if tennis was his work, and I was one of y'all and had to work with him every day.
You better love it.
You gotta love it. You better
probably
love it.
need like 2 hitting partners. You know how like they take one hitting partner
Right.
on travel?
I'd have to build a community of people who love it.
Yeah, you probably.
You better love it.
You know, I've been I don't know, tennis is the first thing for me that I'd be willing to do multiple times a day.
Mm-hmm.
Like I enjoy it that much. Right?
Yeah.
If I go pro in tennis and become mayor, it'll be like I'll be like the Dos Equis nigga. Like nigga, I'm mayor and I'm a professional tennis athlete and a rapper.
Hey, T, when he talk like that, you can't even turn. You just gotta let it go, huh?
Nah, I hyped it up.
You turn it up. You get behind him and put what you say. Okay, let's see.
Oh,
He
God.
said it yesterday. He's like, I think I really want to do tennis professionally, and I was like, you should. You should. You should.
Why
You know
not?
what that's gonna take?
Yeah.
It's gonna take you right away from the home court into some private tennis club in Black Hawk somewhere.
Right.
You're gonna be
No,
on
I'm
grass court.
gonna make them come here, just like I did with everything else.
Well,
I'm gonna get the same shit, but I'm gonna make them come here.
if we get to work like that every day, I might get a little bit better too. I might get to be a 3-0 or 4-0.
I think we're killing it in
3-5.
doubles tournament, and we get the same coaching and just make them come here.
That would be tight.
That would be tight.
Oh,
That
no.
would be tight.
It would. It would be a dream come true.
Right?
Yeah.
That would be incredible. Man,
It'd be a dream come true.
we come out to the lights and that's gonna be some crazy shit. Hey, and that's an incredible just like documentary and experience. Like niggas, that'll happen.
And why not?
Bro.
And I
Ain't
really,
nothing but work.
I honestly feel like, right, and depending on how much of the work you're willing to put in, the faster it happens, right? If you do something one time a day and it take 100 days, it's gonna take you 100
No,
days. If you do it 3-4 times, you know, like you can make that shit happen.
You gotta transform. You gotta press. You gotta
Gotta go.
work. You gotta press.
You gotta go.
Yeah. I haven't done that in a long time.
Grandpa.
You can't though.
Difficult don't mean impossible.
Right.
Difficult don't mean impossible. And it's like to witness something like that is so inspirational that you just change every man. To witness shit like that really just changes everybody. You know, it's gonna be another guy your age who's gonna be like, I could do this. My dad, possibly, you know, it's like we never get to witness it. You're the first person your age I've seen on that court move like that. To where I gotta really run and get, you know?
Yeah. I try to save some for tennis, and you know, because life will take you somewhere. I could have a shovel and a pick in my hand, moving bricks and rocks all day, and have a smile on my face. He know it, and be working and sweating. And my wife, she'll let me die in the backyard. But I want to die on the tennis court at this age,
Yeah.
duty free.
Yeah.
I want to.
You know what's funny? You just
Get
said
to
that.
be and remain duty free.
Remember we was in Seattle when I said my thought, I always be like, man, what if I died on this stage? and it always gets to, I died doing some shit that
That
I
you
love.
love
That's where
to do.
like that, you can't beat that. I gave it. It's crazy.
That I love to do. Not, hey, it's time to cut all of this other stuff and save some, for myself.
Man,
I haven't been selfish all my life. So.
I had pulled up to my mom's house earlier and I just sat in the Jeep for a little while. And I was like, man, I don't have a job. Like the thought, like everybody around me is moving clock, going to work, moving. And I just stopped like, damn, I don't have a job. And I ain't had a job in a long time, but I worked. Mm-hmm. But I was really, really grateful in that moment because I was like, nigga, I don't have a job.
And
I did something well enough to not have to have a job.
And don't ever want one.
and have no desire to have one. I have no desire to have one.
And that's what everybody is waking up to. That's what's necessary. That's why you're bringing so many people along. They seeing that, and they tapping into that. They realizing that about self. Why work that hard for that long for someone else when you could take your own energy and your own thoughts and dreams and ideas and build whatever you want to build.
And that's the crazy thing. People are just scared to do that. It's not that they can't do it.
Fear
because anyone could do, because it's just a certain amount of work.
We don't get close enough to people like you. And you expose yourself. You're available to the community.
It's hard
so people, you say it. It's hard. You wrote it. You say it. You already know. Yeah. And so you doing it. And that's why, man, it's easy. It's easy for me to, answer that call. Because I feel like, when the creator is moving in something with something larger to make this happen, you can't do it all by yourself. It ain't all where is it? If it's all coming out, where is it going? Who putting it in? Where is it? Something is just.
And I love that you understand and see that as a contribution, because like you're seeing it all happen and seeing it taking so much that you like, this how I'm pouring into this.
Man, come on, man.
Incredible.
I ain't got no money. If I did, I'd be like, give me 1,000 shares right now.
Right.
Hey. But, hey, answer that call. Let's go. Let's go. That game is, man, for you to, we so rare. Just to be able to sit down and somebody walk past you and how you watching tennis again? Right. I'm sorry. I got my 2 hours of tennis today. I gotta watch at least one match. Somebody.
You gotta come to a backyard show. They start next month.
Yamika, your cousin, be watching, following her and Jesse. They want to come to the backyard show. So they can have my ticket.
No, you have to come first, though.
How they talk about it, dude? Maybe can we curse in here?
Yeah.
They fucks with you. Did I say that right?
Yep.
They fucks with you. All right. That's right. That's what Yamika and Jesse. So they want to come through.
That's
hard. It's like, oh yeah, I fucks with him.
Yeah.
Like, okay, man, I didn't know. All right.
That's hella tight. Yeah. It's hella tight because like Grant's be playing tennis with me, and it's like I'm a rapper.
That shit is crazy.
Right? That's the craziest shit.
Worlds apart.
Right?
Like, that's the craziest crossover episode ever.
Right. That is dope as fuck, though.
But in your song, you giving Miles Davis props. And you ain't ignorant to the fact of where we came. You probably more intelligent on Black history than a lot of people I won't even compare me. We won't go there. But I'll just get in with a lot of people. But you know, so you know, hey, man, that age gap. I don't have to reach forward to span the gap to connect with you because your knowledge, you read up, you retain what you learned from probably 2 years old. I don't know when you started remembering shit, but you know, it's obvious.
Right.
The gap, I don't have to reach forward to span the gap because your intelligence and knowledge of our black past reaches back far enough to encompass all our old asses and what we've experienced.
Which makes so much sense why we come out at shows and it's 50 and 60-year-old black men that just feel accounted for. Like they like, bro, the backyard be full of old niggas. That's the most beautiful, because you can't get OGs out the house.
No.
We're not coming out for that.
Not we.
Nigga, kids could be graduating. You know, we'll see y'all after.
Come to my house. We could cook.
We'll see y'all after. Like they coming out.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
I've left out of churches feeling no different.
Yeah.
That's the crazy thing.
Yeah.
Tired.
Feeling no different.
But
Sleepy.
But everybody else.
But niggas ain't never left the backyard feeling any other way.
That's right.
I grew up in the church and I ain't never felt that.
Niggas be teasing walking to their cars leaving the backyard.
Right.
Yeah.
Niggas be still playing music in the front, trying to get another.
Out front with the
Same song they just heard. They finna
Wow.
spin it. They finna spin it. Yeah.
Good in that moment.
Yeah. Cause it ain't just a song. It ain't just, you ain't just writing stuff. You ain't, man. You are doing something totally different. You inspiring. It's a message. It's you teaching people. You know, you feeding young and old people. You know, the food. You know, the food of knowledge, the food of self-respect. You know, who does that?
Nobody.
And the more you get to, the more you believe you can get to.
Right. The court seems big as hell when you first started.
Yeah.
And after you work and
Warm
you
up a
fast,
little bit.
you like you say, it's like it's only 2 steps.
It's only 2, 3
If
steps.
you didn't get there, it was you know.
Yeah.
And but when you start, it feel like it's 10.
Mm-hmm.
You're like shit. You know, if I go over there, I can't get back to here in time. But right, it gets smaller. The more you do, the rim gets bigger. The rim, just, nigga, you can close your eyes at a point because the rim get bigger. There's very few niggas in a world who has the potential to become president. So if you happen to find one to be one, I think that aligning life to where it cultivates that, like I love that Gramp said, like that's how he pour in. Like that's his kind. He know a nigga need that.
I didn't even think he was aware enough to realize that. Not go cap. Like, not calling my grandpa a dumbass, but, you know.
Right, when he said, you probably be looking at him like he's crazy. And I'm like, no.
Because his wife look at him like he crazy.
Right, I'd be like, go get it, nigga.
Yeah.
That's why, though.
His wife look at both of
His
us like he
wife
crazy.
look at him like, nigga, you crazy.
Right, I'm not her. This ain't that.
This ain't
I love that you can say that instead on that too. That is, it's like, no, she don't.
No. How we gonna go get it? Every time he like, I'm gonna run for mayor or president, in the back of my mind, I'm like, damn, I gotta get into politics.
Fuck,
right?
You gotta go read the Constitution.
On me. That's all I have to be like, what?
Right.
I don't got a speck of doubt in my mind.
Right? It's really just another thing a nigga gonna do.
Right?
That's what it is. It's like, damn, well, now we gotta learn this because it's not like it's not gonna happen if that's what I choose to do.
The Solano
let's
Hill?
just get some hills in. Nah, I used to run that shit too.
What you want me to do with that?
Oh, you run?
Oh,
Just set it on the concrete.
Grandpa, that was Man, that was a good one.
Yeah, that was a necessary one. He don't even know.
He don't even know. He was saying shit. I was like, nigga, are you watching us? How do you know?
Yeah, that was great, dog. That's gonna be a great day in the life too.
Like, bro, how did you know?
You don't have to. You feel it.
He said something so spot on, we all looked at each other. I forgot what the fuck it was.
Having the right people around you.
Right
Yeah.
people around.
It was like, damn, he don't even know.
He don't even
But
know.
he knows, because it's valid no matter what. Regardless of the circumstances, that statement would have always been valid.
True. Ready? Max effort. We all each one.
How many we doing?
Shit, I don't know. Get one in. Sit. Go. You ain't fat yet.
Nigga.
I'm more than I would like to be.
And I feel that.
Both of them.
But it'd be like, nigga.
Oh yeah, you only gonna do mine. You ready? Max effort. 1, 2, 3. 2 steps. You could have been like this the whole way down and did this. They like,
Run it again. Yeah. That's why sports were always difficult for me because I didn't love it. So to like
Yeah.
have a nigga be like, go again, and I didn't want it, was like, bruh, look on my face, bruh.
sit, go. And I was talented. Now it's like, but that's the thing. You'll beat me, and I can go play everybody else. Everybody else.
I was really shocked that Money Hill won. I ain't gonna lie. Like I was genuinely shocked.
Nah,
I really expect you.
Money Hill older nigga, and he know how to use his body.
Yeah.
Like he not gonna outrun you. He ain't gonna outjump you. He gonna use his assets.
Yeah.
True.
Like I literally expected you to win, even when you was like down and it was like 4-0. I was like, oh, he finna have a crazy comeback.
Sam, I ain't even gonna cap.
Like I really did not have no doubt in you. That was crazy.
That's the crazy thing is I still play him again, no doubt.